Best day today for a round of golf with all the rain out there, but that didn't stop one outing from raising funds for a great cause. Dan Cummins joining us live in studio. He was out at Inverness today for Patriot Day. He is live in the studio for a look at the Folds of Honor event. Dan?
Jeff, you know how they say it never rains on a golf course, right? It's just not true. The starting ceremony was late because of a downpour, and the golf was eventually stopped early afternoon. Folds of Honor has been around since 2007. Nationally, they've raised $200 million for scholarships to the spouse and children of fallen or disabled military. Then last year, they added first responders, those who protect our home front. Here's Ed Polito there, retired Army major who was severely injured in Iraq. He's been a spokesman for Folds of Honor past 10 years. They have helped his family, and he's an ambassador now for the organization. American Interiors of Toledo established a local chapter in 2018, raising $1.75 million since then. Some Americans have sacrificed and given so much for our country. It's great they and their families are not forgotten.
Colonel Rooney started this organization in 2007 with the premise of honoring the sacrifice, educating the legacy, making sure that we take care of our veterans and military families. And now the great thing about it is they're doing first responder families with scholarships. That's very important. It's something that's needed. And not only are we impacting those families, but we're creating a legacy, and that legacy turns into something very special.
When you hear these stories and when you hear what these people have done and the sacrifices they have for us, so that we have the blanket of freedom that we do, it's touching and it's very humbling.
What's humbling is they raised about $800,000 today. Coming up at 6, hear from Tiffany Eckert. She's from White House, a Gold Star wife whose family has benefited from Folds of Honor. Jeff?
Oh my goodness, and there's so much planning that goes into these events, and then Mother Nature gets involved.
Oh, I know. They were very in fact, they had another fundraiser last November down in Florida. A hurricane hit. So they've been kind of snake bit lately.
But man, oh man, $800,000 for that event.
Well, yeah, $500,000 of that was from the Home of the Brave. That we did a story on that a couple months ago. That was in White House, and that house it was listed on, it was no cost build. Area contractors, and they all were a part of this. They listed the home on Friday. They had open houses on Saturday, and they had two competing offers on Sunday, and they sold the home, and they wrote a check today for $520,000.
Big kudos out to Doug Howard and Stephanie Kuhlman for all the work on that.
Great people, yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of great people involved with that.
Dan, thank you so much. We'll see you at 6.